Welcome back to Cotton Creation. So today I'm going to be showing you a recipe using lion's mane mushrooms. So how many of you remember back in the day, like shake and bake was like a go-to thing in most households? Well, I'm going to be using lion's mane mushrooms to do like a vegan shake and bake. So as you can see, the bottom of those mushrooms, you want to cut that part off. And then they should be good to go. If you see any other dirt, just take like a paper towel and wipe it off. I'm going to be using a cast iron skillet today because I'm going to be using Chef Derek Serrano from Wicked Kitchen's pressing technique. So what I like to do is put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, get it nice and hot, and then I sprinkle some salt, some pink Himalayan salt in the bottom of the pan. And then I'm going to go ahead and use another cast iron skillet to put on top of these mushrooms to press them. And what we're doing in the pressing technique is pressing them so that all the moisture, because these mushrooms hold a lot of moisture, we want to press all the moisture out of them. And the pressing technique helps with the texture. It gives it more of a meaty-like texture. So see all that water? I didn't put any water in the pan. That's coming straight out of the mushrooms. So we're going to go ahead and give these a nice flip once they are brown on each side. And then after that, we'll go ahead and start working on our dredges. So we're going to be using a flour dry dredge. We're going to use a wet dredge, and then we're going to use a panko breadcrumb dredge as well. So like I said, we're going to cook these until they're brown on both sides, and then we're going to take those out of the pan. Next, we're going to work on our shake and bake dredge. So for the panko breadcrumbs, it's just panko breadcrumbs and then some garlic powder as well as Italian seasoning. And I'm going to also add in Auntie Tabitha Brown's like sweet, like smoky seasoning into this as well. Now for the flour mixture, it's just going to be some all-purpose flour, that same Auntie Tabitha Brown's like sweet, like smoky. And then I'm also going to add in some seasoning salt, as well as some garlic powder, some black pepper. And then for the wet dredge, okay, I had to stop for the slow-mo. Somehow I hit slow-mo on the camera, so y'all get the dramatic effect. But anyway, for the wet dredge, it's just a little bit of vegan mayo and some unsweetened almond milk is what I'm using in today's video. But whatever vegan, unsweetened vegan milk that you want to use, feel free to use that. And we're just going to go ahead and mix that up. As you can see, the spoon is just not cutting it, so I switched over to a whisk. So just whisk it together. So first thing I'm doing is I'm taking those mushrooms, I'm putting them into the all-purpose flour mixture and then into the wet mixture, and then I'm going into the breadcrumb mixture. And you want to go ahead and make sure that's nice and coated on all sides as well as the sides as well. And then you're just going to continue to do this and repeat this process until all your mushrooms are fully coated. And then after that, we'll go ahead and get our oil nice and hot. So you want to put enough oil into your pan. You don't have to fully cover it, but you do want to make sure that the bottom of your pan is fully covered with oil to cook these. Since the panko breadcrumb mixture is our final batter dredge, you don't need to necessarily double batter these because the panko breadcrumbs are going to give it a nice crunch once it's fried. So once your oil is nice and hot, you want to go ahead and place your mushrooms in the hot oil to fry and brown on each side. If your oil is hot, it typically only takes about 1 to 2 minutes per side to brown, but like I said, you want to go ahead and get these nice and brown on each side. Now you may be wondering, where can you get some lion's mane mushrooms? Some of the local grocery stores are carrying lion's mane mushrooms, like Sprouts, Whole Foods, Mom's Organic, Acme grocery stores. Sometimes I've seen them in Sam's Club. So you just have to check around. But if not, your local farmer's market usually will have a mushroom vendor that participates. So check your local farmer's market as well. Now look at how that inside looks. You can't tell me that that doesn't look like a piece of shake and bake chicken or pork chop. okay, and it tastes amazing. And that's partly why I put the smoky, light sweet, light smoky by Auntie Tabitha Brown in, so that it does kind of give like a resemblance of pork chop. So I paired mine with a pasta that I also made a homemade cashew cream sauce that is just oh so delicious. So for anyone that's interested in that recipe, I will put that out at a later date. And I just cannot get over, look at that. Look at how that lion's mane mushroom resembles meat. The texture is just like so meaty and so perfect and tastes amazing. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this recipe, as well as if you ever had lion's mane mushrooms and what's your favorite way to prepare them or to eat them. I absolutely love them. And plus they have a lot of health benefits, especially for your brain. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, thanks for watching.